Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life. That there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The Matrix.
Do you want to know what it is? The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Welcome to Project Lionhearts. First off, if you haven't seen the movie The Matrix, go watch the movie The Matrix. For those of you who have chosen the red pill, I want to thank you for taking the time to learn what we're all about and how you fit in. I want to warn you up front that this isn't for the weak-minded and the weak-hearted. I can assure you that the information you will hear will challenge you, and that's good. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. We only have one rule, and that's to keep an open mind and open heart. See, the highest form of ignorance is rejecting something you don't fully understand. And ignorance is evil. You didn't choose the blue pill. Project Lionhearts is a movement where passion, profit, and purpose come together for a revolution. We believe the world is changing. We are living during a conscious and unconscious awakening of the mind, body, and spirit. We believe the collective's natural state of being is one of love, peace, joy, and abundance. Therefore, we are here to simply do our part in passionately serving our community during this time of transition. Our mission? To educate, inspire, and empower all with an open mind and heart to climb our 8 pillars to freedom to live a happy, purposeful, and abundant life. Let's break it down. Everybody wants to be happy, but for most, happiness is always around the corner. Work harder, happiness is around the corner. Earn more money, happiness is around the corner. Buy more things, happiness is around the corner. And just keep going, because happiness is around the corner. You become enslaved to this rat race. And the reality is, you never arrive. And even if you feel like you're winning that race, you're working the hardest, you're earning the most money and buying all the best things, always remember, you're still just a rat, chasing the cheese. I mean, isn't it sad that most people become slaves to a paycheck until they eventually die? I mean, let's just face it, if we had to summarize life in today's society, this picture would just about do it. The funny thing is, you can't even take all your money and all your things to the grave with you. Now look, don't get me wrong, money has its purpose. The money itself is of no value. I mean, it's just a piece of paper backed by nothing, not even gold anymore. So what you do with the money is what gives it its value. See, like most people, I too once believed that having a lot of money, power, and prestige was the definition of success. And for a while, I felt like I had it all. My wife and I bought our first home at 19. I was running my own business, making six figures, while my wife got to stay home and raise our two beautiful girls. I drove a brand new Mercedes-Benz Roadster convertible. My family and I would vacation at least 2 to 3 times per year, and we were debt-free. As an entrepreneur, I developed a following worldwide and even shared the stage with some world-renowned speakers. I mean, I can still feel the energy from when I shared my story with a crowd of 10,000 people at the Mirage in Vegas back in 2014. But then, it all caught up to me. I hit rock bottom in every way imaginable. See, I learned firsthand that success is not the key to happiness, but rather, happiness is the key to success. As much as I had, I wanted more, and I couldn't get enough, so I wasn't truly happy. So I dug deep to discover what the key to happiness was. And in my personal journey, thanks to Project Lionhearts, I discovered it was balance. Balance in what we call the 8 pillars to freedom. See, freedom is our natural birthright. However, the law of use states if you don't use it, you lose it. If you don't exercise your freedom, you lose it. For me, it was a process. I had to re-educate my mind, re-energize my body, and reawaken my spirit. And I'm still doing this to this day. It's an ongoing balance. It's like riding a bike. If you don't keep pushing forward and balancing yourself, you fall off. Health. The greatest wealth is health. Your body is your temple. Without your health, you have nothing. Financial freedom. To be truly free in this system means doing what you want, when you want, with whom you want, anywhere you want. To do this, you need to take control of your own financial situation and become an entrepreneur and understand basic wealth creation principles like leverage, residual income, compound interest, etc. Time freedom. You can always get more money, but you can never get more time. Time is our most valuable asset. If you don't have the time freedom to pursue your passions and purpose, then I can guarantee you will die empty inside. You were put here to leave this earth a better place with your unique skill or gift, whatever that is, and so you need time to pursue that. You were born an original, don't die a copy. Development, both personal and professional development. In order for things to get better, you have to get better. Success is something you attract by the person you become. It's about growth. Success is not what you have, success is who you are. See, everyone wants to have more, but in order to have more, you must do more. In order to do more, you first must become more. Youth empowerment. Empowering the youth through education is one of the most powerful weapons we can use to change the world. Change the youth, change the world. Ladies empowerment. I can assure you one thing, only men could have messed things up this bad here on Earth. We believe the world is out of balance, dominated by the masculine energy of fire. Just take a look at what's happening on Earth today and the people who live on it. We need the return of the divine feminine energy of water. And as men, our job is to hold the space for our beautiful and powerful women today and model their qualities of empathy, compassion, and nurturing. Spirituality. We are not physical beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings simply having a physical experience. Every truth you've ever needed to know lives inside of you. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens. Philanthropy. And this is what it's all about right here. Giving back is at the heart of Project Lionhearts. If you are not here to positively make a difference in the lives of others and leave Mother Earth a better place, then you are taking up too much room on this planet. The secret to living is giving. We make a living by what we get, sure, but we make a life by what we give. And there you have it. Here at Project Lionhearts, we teach, train, and support how to climb our 8 pillars to freedom with our proven system and formula for success. We have educated and empowered many with life and success principles through personal, professional, and leadership development strategies. And we teach to teach so that you can pay it forward. One of the most important things we do in our culture and organization is help people pursue their purpose, not their paycheck. Successful people pursue their purpose like unsuccessful people pursue money. See, the purpose of life is to live your life on purpose. Let's break it down. Your passion comes from what you're good at and what you love to do. Your mission is a combination of what you love to do and what the world needs. Your vocation, which is a strong impulse or inclination to follow a particular activity or career, is a combination of what the world needs and what you're paid for. And your profession is a combination of what you're paid for and what you're good at. Together, this creates your purpose, or what I call the sweet spot, where success, happiness, and balance meet. It's really simple. Helping people plus your talents equals your purpose. And once you found that sweet spot, I can assure you, the money will come to you. It will chase you. A well-known mentor to many once said, if you just focus on helping others get everything they want, you will always get everything you want. Unfortunately, most have it backwards and are running the wrong way. Let's take a look at the 99%. We call them sheeple, blindly following everyone and everything. Now look, if you get offended, it's because you're hearing me with your ego. I need you to feel me with your soul. You tell me if there's something wrong with this story that we've been told our whole lives. Go to school, follow the rules, obey, go to college, university, and rack up record levels of student loan debt, which by the way, right now is at an all-time high, over $1 trillion, exceeding credit card debt as the #1 debt in America. Even worse, 50% of college or university grads are either unemployed or underemployed. They can't afford a home, most can barely afford to drive, so they gotta move back home with mom and dad, and they bring their financial burdens home with them. The bad news is, mom and dad are already stressed out because they're already struggling financially. And now they're not only worried about their retirement, they're now also worried about you. This puts a strain on their relationship. And sadly, the #1 cause of failed marriages that end up in divorce are financial issues. So like your parents, you do your part to start chipping away at this mountain of debt you've acquired so you get a job where you work hard and slave away your time for someone else's money. And look, if you don't believe you're a modern day slave, then just try living without money. This is just the truth, people. This is the worst way to make your money, especially in today's economy when there's no such thing as job security anymore. Jobs are being outsourced overseas for cheap labor. Technology is advancing so fast that automation has killed so many jobs. But hey, look, working a job is what 99% of people do, so it must make sense, right? These are the same people that complain about never having enough time or money, and yet they continue to trade one for the other, day in and day out, and can't understand why they can't have more of both and aren't getting ahead. Let me put it to you this way. There's only 24 hours in a day. You can't work 24 hours in a day, so you're limited to how much you can earn if you have to be physically present, trading your precious time for someone else's money, building someone else's dream. And yes, if you're not building your own dream like the 1%, then you were hired to build someone else's. Now you're starting to realize that you don't really like this path you were sold on. But because you haven't seeked out the 1% to learn what they do, you continue to follow what everyone else is telling you to do, which so happens to be the 99%, and that is work harder, work even harder. That way you can buy your way to happiness. That's right, go buy things. New clothes, a new car, a new house. But don't stop there, you gotta keep up with the Joneses. So you gotta work even harder now to afford the name brand clothes, that luxurious car, and that bigger house. Consume, consume, consume is what they want us to do. And you do this over and over and over, teaching the next generation to do the same thing. This just leads to more debt, which just leads to stress. Did you know 96% of people lying awake at night right now are worrying about their health and finances? And stress is ultimately what leads to disease, so then you die. Since school, you were put in a box, you were taught to not think outside of the box, You drive to work in a box, stuck in traffic, only to arrive at your box cubicle, drive back home in your box, stuck in traffic, eat a box dinner, watching a box that poisons and numbs your brain with propaganda, teaching you what to believe, until eventually one day you die in a box. And that, my friends, is the sad but cold, hard truth. Now look, I do want you to know that this is not your fault. We are not born winners or losers. We are born choosers. So although you can't go back for a brand new beginning, you can still choose to change today for a brand new ending. You just gotta understand what the 1% do. Now look, I tried to make it as complicated as possible, but it really is simple, and we're gonna break it down. See, these entrepreneurs have simply learned how to leverage their time, their money. Successful people understand that it takes money to make money, for example, investments, and partnerships, or people, over what's called multiple sources of residual income. Let's focus on partnerships, and then we're going to talk about residual income. Today, the most successful entrepreneurs are working smarter, not harder. For example, Facebook, the most popular media owner, creates no content. Uber, the world's largest taxi company, owns no vehicles. Airbnb, the largest accommodation provider, owns no real estate. And Alibaba, the most valuable retailer, has no inventory. In every single one of these examples, the company is leveraging networks of people globally. The good news is it's never been a better time to become an entrepreneur because you don't have to start something from scratch. In fact, it's pretty risky when you do. The best thing today is to plug into an already proven system and create a partnership with that company. Like, take a look at 50 Cent, just as an example. He made more money with his partnership and affiliation with Vitamin Water than he made in his entire rap career. That's just one example. The goal is to partner with a credible company, a credible brand, and incredible people. And that's really so important. Of course, it's important to partner with amazing founders of the company, as everything rises and falls on leadership. Having great products that are appropriately priced is obviously important, so is the compensation plan. But people join people before they ever join a company or a business. So one of the biggest things to really look at is who are the people you are going to be partnering with. Outside of that, you want to make sure you're dealing with a low risk, low startup cost opportunity with a plug-and-play system where all you have to do is follow the proven plan that offers ongoing trainings and mentorship support with a global platform so that you can create leverage online through the power of social media for a global opportunity. And last but definitely not least, an absolute must, make sure it pays residually. Residual income is essentially doing something once or upfront and then getting paid over and over and over again long after the work was done. I know it sounds too good to be true, but I'm going to give you some examples. It's all around us. For example, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson discovered his purpose in life at an early age. His passion was music. But he didn't get paid to make music. He wasn't getting paid in the studio. He did the work first, made an album, for example, Thriller, and is still getting paid today for that one album. In fact, he made more money last year than any year prior. Now, obviously, he's no longer with us, but the beauty of residual income is it can be passed on to your family and kids. Take J.K. Rowling. She didn't get paid to write Harry Potter. She did the work up front, and as a result, gets paid every time someone buys her book. She gets paid royalties. That's residual income. Drake started from the bottom, and now he's here, making residuals. He can be on a beach, enjoying his life with his friends and family, and every time someone clicks buy on one of his songs or albums on iTunes, he's getting paid. Now look, don't be upset that you've never been taught about residual income from your parents or teachers or friends. Just be grateful you're learning about it now. Some people never learn this their whole lives. And so now you can get rich. It stands for Residual Income Creates Happiness. Why? Because residual income creates freedom, and freedom comes from living a balanced life that leads to happiness. And no, it's not a get-rich-quick. Residual income is more of a get-rich-slow, which is better than a get-rich-never. The good news is, you don't have to be a famous musician, author, or athlete or celebrity to make residual income. You just have to understand that there's a better way than what most of us have been taught. The internet changed everything. Just ask Blockbuster Video. See, Netflix understood that everything is going online, and the reality is if you are not online building a business, leveraging networks via social media, then you are going to lose big time in this new economy. You got young people today who get this more than anyone else. Because for one, they grew up with technology, the internet, social media, but also because they aren't as closed-minded and tainted in their thinking like most of today's baby boomers and Generation X are, and because of that, so many young people today are making more money online than many of their parents combined. It's called social network marketing. Social network marketing allows the average person like you and I to plug into an online system, learn some new skills, become an entrepreneur, and tap into the power of residual income. To understand this new way of marketing, let's take a look at the old way. Most companies are still spending millions and millions of dollars of their advertising budget on traditional forms of advertising, commercials, billboards, newspaper and radio ads, YouTube ads, the list goes on. Well, people don't even watch TV anymore, and most don't even have cable either. They're either on Netflix, YouTube, or online streaming. Billboards. Unfortunately, most people can't even pay attention to the road because they're so consumed by their smartphones, let alone paying attention to some billboard. And then you got newspapers and radio, like really? Even online, what do you do when that YouTube ad pops up? You skip it like your life depended on it, right? Exactly. So instead of spending millions of dollars every year on these traditional forms of advertising that may have worked for Blockbuster back in the day, the industry of direct sales, or what I call social network marketing, uses a more modern-day, relevant social approach. See, everyone knows today the most powerful and most trusted form of marketing is word of mouth. And I can guarantee you're already doing this. We do this all the time. Whether it's a good movie, a new song, or a new restaurant, you tell people you know. Maybe you tell them and you share it with them in person, or you text message them, or maybe you tweet about it or put up a status on Facebook. Have you ever seriously thought about the ripple effect of marketing you created and the amount of revenue created because of what you did? For example, let's say you check out a new restaurant, and it's probably because someone recommended it, and you loved it. Great food, great experience. Now, what if the owner of that restaurant, an entrepreneur who understands marketing today, told you that if you recommend his or her restaurant to 3 people, and they come in for a meal, that you get to eat for free? Would you do it? Of course. Chances are, because you enjoyed it so much, you were going to tell people whether that owner offered you free food or not. Now here's where it gets interesting. What if that same owner not only offered an incentive for you to eat for free, but what if he or she said that they would pay you residually for the rest of your life, a percentage or a cut, every time someone came to their restaurant from your original word-of-mouth recommendation? Oh, and the people you tell, they get the exact same equal incentive and opportunity. So of course, they're going to tell people too, who will tell people, who will tell people, and you would see a percentage or a cut of every single one of those people to infinity, from whoever you told, and they told, and they told. I think you get the point. And this is why word-of-mouth marketing with residual income is so powerful. In social network marketing, commissions are paid when you introduce customers or potential affiliates who purchase products directly through you as an affiliate or associate via your free replicated company website. The top companies today also have their very own free app, so you can literally build multiple sources of residual income all over the world from the palm of your hand. You just now need to realize that this is happening all around you. The industry of direct sales, or social network marketing, does over $170 billion a year, which, to put into perspective, is more than the NFL, the music, and movie industry combined. That's why world-renowned entrepreneurs and investors like Warren Buffett, Sir Richard Branson, Donald Trump, Robert Kiyosaki, the list goes on, are all advocates and huge promoters of this industry and business model. And yes, of course, this means that there's potential to make ridiculous amounts of money. There are hundreds and thousands of both 6- and 7-figure income earners in the industry from all over the world, and it's possible for you too if that's what you want. You just have to be prepared to work really hard and smart full-time. However, for us here at Project Lionhearts, our goal is to help you and families all over the world pursue their passion and purpose, leveraging the power of residual income with an extra $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month, part-time from home. Because that to us is what can change the most amount of lives today. I mean, what would you and your family do with an extra $500 to $5,000 a month? Would it help? Of course. I mean, it kills me as a parent to see the majority of other parents ripped away from their children because they're forced to work most of their lives. With social network marketing, you can buy back your freedom. You can claim your financial freedom day, and that's the day that everything changes. The goal for us here at Project Lionhearts is to help you find the right company and partnership for you. A company that can fuel your passion, powering your purpose through residual income. And this is how we've created a compensated community here at Project Lionhearts. We all have a common thread that connects us all: leverage, residual income, and freedom. This allows our community to spend more time in sharing their unique gifts and passions, where everyone is living on purpose, living out our 8-pillar philosophy. Look, I want you to know that the purpose of this video wasn't to sell you on any one particular company or opportunity. There are so many great ones out there. Rather, it was to educate you on the most important thing when trying to find the best opportunity for you: the people and the organization behind you. If you're looking to better balance your passion, purpose, and profits, and are open to learning about all the possibilities and opportunities for you, then just simply get back whoever shared this with you. They're one of us. Or visit us at projectlionhearts.com and send us a message. And look, if you're too skeptical, great. We thank you for taking the time and learning about us. Just know one thing. You chose the red pill. And once you know, you can't unknow. Until eventually, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you make a decision to finally take action with the opportunities that probably have shown up for you time and time again because you've never accepted the call. Success is when opportunity meets preparedness. Personally, I've never heard of a successful person who does not like the word opportunity. Unfortunately, the average person hears that word and are too quick to judge everything as too good to be true. They're scared. They live in fear of failure. Failure defeats losers. That's why most choose to play it safe, not knowing that in today's new economy, safe is the new risky. Comfort kills. If you want more out of life, you have to be willing to embrace failing forward. Failing is where all the learnings come from, so that you can grow. Sure, failure might defeat losers, but failure inspires winners. And personally, I'd rather try something and fail than try nothing and succeed. The good news is that you'd be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Rest assured knowing that you will be trained, mentored, and supported through our team website and online system at projectlionhearts.com, with ongoing monthly events of both business and pleasure. Because above all, we have a lot of fun here at Project Lionhearts, where we turn strangers into friends and friends into family. We are here to bring unity to the word community. We believe that together we can build up our communities. Our communities in turn can build up our cities. Our cities in turn can build up our provinces and states. Our provinces and states in turn can build up our countries, and together our countries can change the world. We are a movement, a revolution of love. We are lions. Love is our new swag, and nothing in this universe is more powerful. The opposite of love is fear, and when fear is present, our natural human tendency is to take. However, we are not fear. We weren't born with fear. We learned it. The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read or write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. We are love. And when love is present, our natural human tendency is to give. This is Project Lionhearts.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.